Hey everyone, today's video is going to be another settlement walkthrough. I've already released one at this point, and that's the Red Rocket settlement, and I'll leave that in the description below if you want to watch it. But anyways, today I am here at Hangman's Alley, which is a really great little base to build up because of the location. So if you've never been to Hangman's Alley before, it's pretty close to right in the center of the entire map. It's just north of Diamond City, and when you're playing survival and you're kind of always having to walk all over the place, this is a great little location because of the spot and because it is close to Diamond City, so you can do a lot of trading really close to your base. So it's just really convenient. So yeah, here we are. Hangman's Alley has one of 3 entrances to begin with, and I'll show them all off, but this one is coming in from the west side of it, and as you can see it gets its name from the hanging bodies. But when you first come into the settlement, it should be overrun by some raiders, and you can delete the stuff that they have going on. But right at the entrance, and I pretty much do this at the main entrances of all of my bases, I have the decontamination arch so I can get rid of any radiation that I have. If you don't have the decontamination arch available to you to build, you probably don't have Wasteland Workshop installed. So $5, $10, something like that. Wasteland Workshop adds a ton of stuff, and it's actually got me a lot more into building. But anyways, first things first, I guess. When I come into my base, I have this little lower level right here, and I have some plants, but I haven't sent any of my settlers over here yet. So this is where my food will be, and then I have the water pump to get 10 water, and then this, so I can actually pump water and fill water bottles. The worst thing about this settlement is this little thing right here. It's entirely useless. You can't really put much inside of here. Maybe some storage, but I just think it looks ugly. I wish you could delete it, but you can't. There's probably a mod or something to get rid of it, but I don't have it. The workshop is right here in the corner, and I decided to throw the stove in this little arch here because it kind of, it's the perfect size and it doesn't take up any extra room. I got some more food below this thing, and then I threw a power armor station right here beside a chemistry station. And then by default you'll have a weapons workbench right here, and then I threw the armor workbench right beside it. In this corner I have 4 beds, and you can see that my power is kind of being strung mostly through this little switch right there, whatever the heck it's called. And then here is entrance number 2. So you can build up until, I think, okay, yeah, so we stepped just outside the edge right here. I have a mod installed so you can't see where the edge is exactly, but it's pretty much right there. And this alley is from the northern side of the base, and you can pop in through there. Oops. Close that. And then I was gonna put a shop here, but it's a little bit too, the shop is a little bit too tall to be able to fit in there. So I can remove this actually. Let me do that right now. Don't need that anymore. I used to have a light hanging right there. And then, yeah, on the second level, I put the weapon shop right there. But once again, don't have any settlers over here yet, so I'll get somebody to sneak in here and sell me some stuff. Just an easy way to sell off stuff, so I don't have to go to other locations. And then on this, another thing I did on the second level is put the general trader right there. I might do another trader right here, like the clinic or something like that, but I don't have the perk in medicine to be able to make the clinic. And now, the third level, which is the best part about this place, is like how what's the verticality of it, I guess, because you're pretty limited to what you can do. So anything you do build in here, you got to be sort of creative with. So yeah, up on this third level, I built a little room for myself. I got a sweet picture of a cat, and there's a cat sleeping on me right now. Got a little sitting area, and yeah, this is where I store a bunch of junk and some weapons, I think, too. And then I got a pool table here, and if I think of it, I'll collect some balls and put it on there. But also got my shelf and a place to read by the fire. And does ammo just randomly appear in these footlockers? Because this keeps happening to me. Anyways, got my bed and all my bobbleheads. If you want to get all the bobbleheads, I'll drop a link to the playlist in the description below, because I have the locations for all of them. And that's pretty much it, honestly. I like what I did with it, and then right below me you can see this, like I put the generator right above the door, and then it goes down to the decontamination arch, and I got the rocket turret right there. If anybody wants to attack from the front, then they'll get mowed on down. And is this another thing that can be deleted? I think so. Oops. I added caps earlier when I was screwing around. And, oh, another thing, oh yeah, I am playing on survival, but I installed the console mod, because when I screw around, I like to be able to do stuff with console. And I need the console for making my video icons. But one thing about this base that kind of sucks, is that there's these wires connecting, like see this thing right here? There'll be a wire going from that to this. So then it looks kind of ugly if you're walking across this walkway and there's just like a wire going right across your face. So if you actually use the console, you can click on the wire and then you can type disable and that'll remove the wire. So obviously you can only do that on PC. And another thing which you can only currently do on PC is build this high. When I was building out this base, I was able to place the floorboards up here perfectly fine, and then the walls. But unfortunately, the height cap on this base was too low for me to be able to put a roof in. So I installed a mod to increase the height of the settlement, and it also increases it so that, like as you can see, I'm gonna pop open the builder right here, and then okay, here I gotta do this first. I'm gonna pop open the builder, and then you can see I can walk like outside of the settlement, you know. And then if I want to, you know, can build things a little bit further outside of where I'm actually allowed to. So I'm gonna pop that mod in the description. But yep, that's my little Hangman's Alley, which isn't fully complete. And really the only thing that isn't complete is sending people over here to start mowing the crops and manning the stores. But I think it's a nice little place to build, and it's definitely one of the ones where, yeah, it does require a little bit more of thinking to be able to get around all this stuff that's in your way and the, you know, limited amount of space that you have. But anyways, before this video gets even longer than it needs to be, thanks for watching, and likes, comments always appreciated. But until next time, bye for now.